Arsenal Football Club right now proved every single person wrong in yesterday's win away at St James's Park, a place in which Arsenal throughout the last 2 or 3 seasons have struggled. It was the first time where the pressure this season, the magnitude of this game, you're 1-0 down, 10 minutes to go. Arteta's changes, for the first time I have seen this season, were proactive, not reactive. He went for it. Eze, Odegaard, both playing their part massively in different positions in this team. Gabriel, the big game player, delivers. Mikel Merino and Odegaard, both off the bench, both played their part in the goals. I actually think I was convinced Liverpool were going to win this league title. I was absolutely convinced. But I've stayed consistent in that if Liverpool do get a centre-back injury, do they have enough in the tank to rotate Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, and Konate? Now, the Giovanni Leone injury in terms of first team may not affect the actual squad of Liverpool. However, the fact that they are going to have to rotate those three centre-backs, looking at the fixtures they've got coming up, opens up the door for Arsenal massively. Now, it will be a tough test because throughout the seasons under Mikel Arteta, they have struggled against some of these teams. The West Hams, last season, they ended up beating Arsenal. The Fulhams took points off Arsenal. The Brightons also took points off Arsenal. They have to deliver now. They've closed that gap down from 5 points to 2 in a weekend which saw Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool all lose. Spurs drop points. The pressure was on Arsenal and they delivered. And Mikel Arteta got his game plan, got his substitutions absolutely perfect. And this win for Arsenal is massive. It's a massive, massive morale boost throughout the Arsenal camp. And it's a massive, massive shift in mentality from what I thought this Arsenal team were capable of. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. We just hit 79,000 subscribers. The support on this channel at times is absolutely overwhelming. It's absolutely insane. We're only 50 subscribers away from 79.1k. So if you haven't already and you enjoy the content, please go down, hit that subscribe button. 93% of you who have watched the content throughout September are not subscribed. So please go down and do that. That would be greatly appreciated. I want to look at this was both the 11s in the game yesterday, Newcastle versus Arsenal. They gave Gabriel the man of the match. Probably makes sense considering he got the winner. Eze was very good in the game. Nick Pope had a really good game as well for Newcastle. Zubamendi looked good. Mosquera went off in. It wasn't an injury. I think it was more of a tactical change from Arteta. Timber looked good. Played in a full 90 as well. Declan Rice with the assist for Mikel Merino's goal. Leandro Trossard, obviously 88 minutes. David Raya, other than the goal, didn't really have to do a huge amount. Newcastle's back line, I actually thought, put in a decent shift. Sonali was good. Voltemard, I think maybe in hindsight, could they have kept him on a little longer? Obviously, he got his goal. But when you look at the match stats, people are out there saying, oh, Arsenal were lucky, etc., etc. The only word I would say this is a battering. 4 big chances created. 3 missed. 7 shots on target. 20 shots. Expected XG 2.04. 63% possession. Now, Arsenal this season have played Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, and Newcastle United away. Now, I want to show you guys Arsenal's next 8 games in all competitions. Olympiacos, West Ham, Fulham away, Atletico Madrid, Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Burnley. Let's just be real. Let's just be brutally honest right now. Olympiacos, West Ham, Atletico Madrid, Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Burnley should be comfortable wins for Arsenal. Fulham away throughout the last 2 or 3 seasons, they have struggled. And Crystal Palace right now are 18 games unbeaten. Crystal Palace, if you're an Arsenal fan right now, you must be over the moon. Former Arsenal player Eddie Nketiah comes up trumps for you. You close the gap from 5 points to 2. They put in a really, really, really big shift at Newcastle United away. Now, I also want to show you guys Liverpool's next fixtures because they don't have it easy. I'll be honest with you, Liverpool have not got it easy. This is Liverpool's next 8 games when you compare to Arsenal. They've got Galatasaray tomorrow night, Chelsea away. If they drop points at Chelsea away, Chelsea right now are in a crisis. People don't want to hear it, but they are in a crisis. They have had the easiest run of fixtures of any team in the Big Six, and they are struggling massively. Then they've got Manchester United, which you expect Liverpool to comfortably beat. Frankfurt away won't be easy. They just battered Galatasaray 5-1 in the Champions League, but you expect Liverpool to win. Then they've got Brentford away. Won't be easy. Brentford actually look really good at home at the moment. Then they've got Crystal Palace in the League Cup. And then they've got Aston Villa. After the Aston Villa game, they have then got Real Madrid, Manchester City, Forest, PSV, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds. After that City game, it gets a lot easier for Liverpool. But this is where we will find out if Liverpool have what it takes to go back-to-back in the league. These run of games coming up from Chelsea, Man United, Frankfurt, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Galatasaray, that's not going to be easy. 1,000,000% is not going to be easy. And they have 100% this season got some defensive problems. I'll stand by it. I will absolutely stand by it. You look at the match stats after the Crystal Palace game. Crystal Palace nearly had 3 XG, conceding 16 shots, 7 on target, 7 big chances for Crystal Palace. That's insane. Arsenal so far this season have not conceded more than 3 big chances in a game. And they've played United, City, and Liverpool, plus Newcastle United away. I think what we saw yesterday is a sort of fixture that's what a title-winning team would do. Capitalize when everyone else around you is dropping points. Everyone else around you is losing games. Mikel Arteta's substitutions in the games was absolutely, he's pretty much which won on the game. Martin Odegaard come on, played a killer pass through to Miles Lewis-Skelly, tries to get the shot away. Martin Odegaard was the one who assisted for Gabriel's header, put the corner right in the danger area. Mikel Merino coming in the second half for coming on the 70th minute. It was Declan Rice who put the ball in. It was Mikel Merino that equalised. Lewis-Skelly come on, did all right. Saliba come on and did all right. That is a proactive bit of management from Arteta. And bearing in mind, Kai Havertz, Noni Madueke, Piero Hincapié, and Gabriel Jesus are all injured. Plus, Ben White, Norgard, and Max Dowman weren't even used, which goes to show you the strength of this Arsenal squad. It goes to show you what they're capable of. Now, it's Champions League midweek. We've got a trip to Bodo away, which we should, in theory, beat. Let's just be brutally honest. Olympiacos travel to the Emirates. Liverpool go out to Turkey. But I'm looking at that Olympiacos game, and I this is the sort of game where I do expect and do think Victor Gyökeres will bag a couple of goals. People are criticizing him. I don't think he was bad yesterday. I don't think he was bad by any stretch of the imagination. I actually think he had a pretty decent game. Now, there are some tasty fixtures in round 2 of the Champions League. Barcelona PSG will be very, very interesting. Monaco City will be good. Villarreal, Juve, Arsenal, Olympiacos. And then I think there's if we go back here, you should be able to see. Yeah, Bodo Spurs, we should beat them comfortably. Benfica, Jose back at the bridge. I think Real Madrid have got a 9-hour flight out to Kazakhstan to play Korat Almaty. But yeah, it's very, very interesting right now. You're looking at, I think the actual favourites for the Premier League now, according to some of the bookies, is actually it's actually Arsenal are now the favourites. When you look at the Premier League table, both scored 12. They've only actually scored one more goal than us, both of those. Man City have scored the most goals in the league, but Arsenal's goal difference is right up there. It's the highest in the league. Second highest is City. Third highest is us. And the fact that Arsenal have played some really, really tough games this season, who have had harder fixtures than Liverpool, in my opinion. Crystal Palace is not easy, but they've played Everton at home. They've played Bournemouth at home. They've played Burnley away. They've played Newcastle away. And they've, of course, played Arsenal at home. So far, I definitely think Arsenal have had the harder fixtures. And the fact that the easier fixtures now are coming, coming Arsenal's way, in theory, you would think that based on all of this, Arsenal now should go on a run. And looking at their next 3 or 4 games, West Ham at the weekend, I know they've got Nuno Espirito Santo now as manager, but you do expect Arsenal to go out there and beat them comfortably. Nuno Espirito Santo, for me, he's an okay manager. I wouldn't say he's going to set the world alight. He's got a tough trip tonight to Goodison Park, where you're playing, the likes of Ndiaye, Dewsbury Hall, and Jack Grealish at Everton. It's not even Goodison Park, is it? It's the Hill Dickens Stadium. I'll always call it good. It'll always be Goodison to me. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think Arsenal have what it takes to go out there and win the Premier League? Right now, they're showing all the signs of a team that, is changing in mentality. It's changing. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. Thank you all for watching. I am